Welcome back to Ms. Niki's Storytime. We're here with our next Advent book. We are down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. All right, Lucas, you ready? Which one is it? Good job. Oops, you got a piece. A Christmas Tree in the White House by Hines. President Roosevelt dashed down the hallway, his 6 children tumbling behind him. "Bully!" cried the president, leaping around the obstacle course of chairs. Squamp! A pillow went sailing over his head. "Missed!" yelled the boys. "I'll get you now!" the president hollered. "Charge!" Squeals of laughter bounced off the walls as the children toppled onto the floor with their father. Theodore Roosevelt jumped up. "I surrender!" he yelled. "We win!" cried Archie. The giggles died down as Alice, Theodore, Jr., Kermit, Ethel, Archie, and Quentin caught their breath. "Papa." "Yes?" "When are we going to get our tree? Christmas is almost here." "Well," said President Roosevelt, "I've been thinking about that. It's not good to cut down trees for mere decoration. We must set a good example for the people of America. Our evergreen trees must be allowed to grow. I've decided there will be no Christmas tree in the White House this year." "But Papa," whined Quentin, "we've always had a Christmas tree. Christmas won't be the same without one." "I'm sorry, but my conservation work is very important. We must save our trees for the future." "Please, Papa," begged the children. "No," said the president. Then, wriggling his fingers, he began to tickle them until they raced to their rooms, squealing with laughter. Next day, the 2 youngest boys, Quentin and Archie, went to talk to their Aunt Anna about the Christmas tree. "No tree in the White House? What a shame," she said. "But maybe something can be done." "We have an idea," said the boys. They leaned close and whispered in her ears. The next evening, after it had grown dark, a lone window in the back of the White House opened. 2 small heads poked out in the chilly night. "Brr," said Quentin. "There it is," Archie whispered, "right where Auntie left it." "How can we move it inside?" Quentin asked. "Should we carry it?" "No, that'll make too much noise. I've got a better idea. Remember when we played that escape game with Papa and he lowered us out of the window with a rope? We could make one out of our sheets." Quentin's face lit up. "Oh, that's a good idea." The boys scampered to their beds and tied some sheets together to make a rope. Then while Archie went outside, Quentin went back to the window. The cold winter air made him shiver. He peered into the blackness. "Are you there, Archie?" "Yes, now hurry up, it's freezing." Holding on to one end of the rope, Quentin lowered the other end to his brother. Archie worked fast, tying it around the tree. "It's ready to go," he said. "I'll be right there." As soon as Archie got back into the room, both boys pulled the little tree through the open window. "Tap, tap, tap." "Listen, what's that?" said Quentin. "Footsteps," Archie said. "Quick, we must hide the tree." They scrunched the branches and hurriedly shoved the tree under Archie's bed. The door opened. "I thought I heard something in here," Father said. "Shouldn't you 2 be getting ready for bed?" "We're not sleepy, Papa," answered Quentin. The president rocked back on his heels, then sniffled. "What's that I smell?" Quentin gulped. "Oh, well, the window," Archie explained. "We've had it open for a while, to see the stars. Maybe it's something from outside." "Yes, the window," Quentin agreed, his eyes big. President Roosevelt nodded slowly. "Could be," he finally said. "Now I suggest you boys get into your pajamas." Quentin and Archie watched their father leave, then dropped to their knees and pulled out the tree. "It got squashed," Quentin moaned. "Don't worry, it'll be okay," Archie said. "Let's put it in the closet." "Good idea," Quentin whispered. "Maybe we should go get the others." "No, they'd tell, especially Alice." Quentin nodded. The boys hauled the tree across the room. Tap, tap, tap. More footsteps. Oh no, that sounds like Mama, cried Quentin. Quickly, they flopped the tree on Archie's bed, threw a blanket over it, and pounced on top, just as their mother came to the door. Aren't you in your pajamas yet? Almost, Quentin said, wiggling to get more comfortable. We'll sleep like logs tonight. Archie gave him an elbow. Mrs. Roosevelt's eyes narrowed. All right, then. Good night. Good night, Mama, the boy said, blowing her kisses. They listened until the footsteps disappeared. Then they jumped down, uncovered the tree, and carried it to the closet. Finally, they stuck the trunk in a box of sand so the tree could stand by itself. Next, they got out the paper chains and stars they'd made earlier and hung them with the branches. Finally, they wrapped some boxes with pretty paper to make them look like gifts. There, Archie cried. Look at our beautiful tree. It sure smells like Christmas in here. Knock, knock, knock. Quentin gasped. Quick, shut the door, Archie whispered. He stood in front of the closet, trying to look innocent as their father stepped into the room. The president took a long sniff and marched over to the closet. He flung open the door and glared at the little tree. Folding his arms, he turned and eyed the boys. Archie and Quentin squirmed. Get your shoes on, he said sternly. We're going to see the chief forester. You won't listen to me. Perhaps you'll listen to him. He'll set you straight on this. But isn't it too late? Archie asked. Oh, he'll be up, their father answered. President Roosevelt steered the boys out of the White House, down the street, and into the home of his good friend, Gifford Pinchot. Please explain to these boys why Christmas trees are not a good idea. They go against all my conservation efforts. Gifford Pinchot leaned back in his chair and looked at the president. Then he looked at the boys' sad faces. The ends of his thick mustache twitched. I'm afraid I can't do that, he said. Why not? The president asked. Because sometimes, if done right, it is a good idea to cut some of the young trees, the forester explained. It gives the others more sunlight and room to grow bigger and stronger. Really? Asked the president. Really, said Pinchot. The president thought for a moment. Well, that puts a new twist on things, doesn't it? Then he smiled. Isn't that bully? Hurrah, shouted Archie. Bully, cried Quentin. Everyone laughed. Christmas Day finally came to the White House. Aunt Anna arrived early in the morning with a tiny star for the tree. Archie led her to the boys' bedroom where the tree now stood in the center of the room. The rest of the family crowded around. Aunt Anna had presents for everyone. Even Jack the dog, Tom Quartz the kitten, and Algonquin the pony. Merry Christmas, shouted the president. Merry Christmas, shouted the boys. Hooray for the tree! Easy, easy, easy. Here we go. Almost done. And that's the end of the book. But it says about the story, not all the details in this story are true. The times between events have been shortened, and the conversations are made up. But the hiding of the Christmas tree in the closet did happen, and one of the boys' aunts, possibly President Roosevelt's sister, Anna, did feel sorry for Quentin and Archie. How the boys stuck the tree inside is unknown, but their father eventually found out and sent them to see Gifford Pinchot. Because of Pinchot's advice, Roosevelt still forbade a large tree in the White House, but he did let the boys keep a small one in Archie and Quentin's bedroom. And that's the end. Thank you for reading with us. I hope you come back tomorrow to read our next book. Have a good evening.